Hello and welcome to our corner of the internet. My name is Mario Ghost, and today we're going to be talking about some EDC under $60. Well, $60 or less. So a lot of my favorite EDC items actually happen to be around that $60 price point, which for me personally isn't too bad. The problem is when you buy multiple things and it adds up. But we're just going to go over some of my favorites here. I think I have about 10 of them, so let's just get into it. All right, how about we start off with a wallet? And this is one of my favorite wallets. Now, I'm currently not using this because I'm testing another one, which I'll probably make a video about in the future. But this is going to be the DOS Ophenimir Gun Deck wallet. Now, this is going to be, I believe, $59. Yep, this is $59. And before I continue, let me also specify that this is actually the maker of this wallet actually rebranded, and it's not DOS Ophenimir anymore. It's actually Open Sea Leather. So I'm going to have to remember that because I did make a video on this earlier. I should probably change the title on it, but I just made a video going over this, and if you want to see more details, I'll go ahead and link that video or put like a card up there or something. But in short, this is one of my favorite wallets ever. So it's only got this stitching right here. And that stitching, it's pretty much lets it be made out of folds, pretty much. So everything is just folded, and the only stitching that you see is going to be right here. Of course, it's leather. It's made out of some really fine, it's either full grain or top grain leather. I'm not sure which one. I forgot. But it's got this really nice, classy branding right here. It's got this lovely color that was actually much lighter when I got it. So it kind of patinaed, and it looks a lot darker now. And in use, this is actually really functional because you can put like your lesser used cards and your cash right here. And then you can put your, quick access stuff like right here. I normally put like 2 cards right here. And then it just folds in like that. So a solid wallet. If you want to see a review on this, I will link it or put it in the eye. If it's over there, I'm not sure where it is. But yeah. So next thing, what should we get into now? I felt like I started pretty strong with that one because that is one of my favorite wallets, but let's go on to something that might not be super interesting, but is also really important. So this is going to be a carabiner. Now this is going to be for carrying your keys on, and this is going to be by the James brand. The James brand, I like to think of the James brand as like the Apple of the EDC community, in that their designs are very, I don't know, they have like a premium kind of, I don't know, like an Apple feel. I don't really know how to describe it. But this is going to be their Melville carabiner. Now this, I believe, comes in at $60. So for this, it's $60. I didn't actually buy this. I got this for a gift because I could not justify spending that on myself. But I really wanted it, so I just asked for it as a gift. And yeah, it's going to be, I believe, $60. Now, there are a few different versions you can get. The one that I have here is going to be the silver one, but you can also get like a black one and a space gray one. Now, if you want to get the brass one or the titanium one, those are going to be more expensive. But the whole idea behind this is that pretty much you clip it in here, and then you kind of slide it down here. And the idea is that when you're unclipping your knife from your belt loop or whatever, your keys don't fall off, pretty much. So that's the whole idea behind that. Really cool. I like it. It looks really nice. And yeah. So I know we've got a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm just going to, keep on going. What's the next thing we should go over? Okay. So this is not actually going to be anything in specific, but these are going to be handkerchiefs. So the reason I say they're not going to be in specific is because I'm not really going to recommend, well, I recommend these, but I'm not, there are a lot of options pretty much. So this one is by Fox Hanks, which I'm not sure if he's doing business anymore. I'm not sure. I thought I saw an Instagram post where he's not doing business, but I'm not sure. But these are by Evergreen Hanks, and their handkerchiefs are like $15 to $20 or whatever. And I really like these, but the point is you can get yourself a really nice handkerchief for about $15 to $25. And I personally love having a handkerchief on me. for reasons like, you know, if I need to wipe off sweat, or if I need to clean up a spill, or if I need to, like, I don't know, wipe my mouth if I'm, you know, eating or something. Now I don't use it for like blowing my nose. I personally am not a fan of that. I think it's kind of gross, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, so I definitely recommend getting handkerchiefs. Those are going to be a solid budget option. Okay, next thing. This is actually going to be super unique. This is going to be the Dango Products coin capsule. So I'm going to be honest. This is something I bought because it looks cool, but I don't carry coins on me. The only coins I'll ever carry are like quarters if I want to use a vending machine or whatever. But I got this because it looks cool, and it is really cool. So I just wanted to share this with you. If you actually do carry coins, this is actually a pretty cool solution because it lets you carry like a ton of different types of coins. And then if you just want to access it, you just spin it and, you know, take the coin that you want. Boom. You can put it back like that. Sort of. There you go. But yeah, it's super cool. This goes for $50 if you get the tether with it. Oops. If you don't get the tether with it, it's $40. So without the tether, this thing right here is going to be $40. So it's a really cool gift. I mean, if someone really likes EDC, this might be cool for them to check out, even if they don't really carry coins on them. I thought it was cool. But like I said, I don't really use it. It's only if you actually do carry cash, or I mean, if you do carry coins, then I would recommend this. But yeah, it's just something I thought would be cool to share. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about this. So this is going to be an aluminum badge holder. Now, I use this to carry my college ID, and pretty much it's just got this plastic on it. It's got this retention bar, as you can see right there. And you can hold like 4 cards in here. It's got a clip, and I clip it onto my pocket. And pretty much, it does what it sounds like. It displays your ID, and it's just a durable metal badge holder. I've used this a lot. It's got a little hole for you to clip like a lanyard onto. I love this thing. I use it for my school ID, and I use my school ID because I have a meal plan on it. So it's got this thumb slot where you can just slide your card out and take it out. So I use that to scan my card. So very, very cool, very functional and very useful. I really like this thing, and I would recommend it. So this one comes in at, I believe, so this is going to be the black one. The aluminum silver one comes in at $40. I could not find a link for the black one. But the other version of this is just a different color. It's going to be $40. And I think you can get a polycarbonate one. And there's actually a titanium one for $60. So that actually still stays under the $60 price point if you want to go for that. All right, so time for something that's not really functional, but it sure is darn cool. So this is going to be a reminder coin. And pretty much, this one is from EDC Reminder Coins. You can go to different spaces or places like, let's see, I think Shire Mint or whatever has one. But really, you can find these everywhere if you search up EDC Reminder Coin. But I just really like this one just because the message that it has, Carpe Diem, you know, seize the day, memento veri, time flies. I think that's what that means. Memento mori, remember death, all that stuff. And a cool message that says, enjoy life today, or enjoy life today because yesterday is gone and tomorrow is never promised. So I really do like the message, and it's just nice to have like a cool coin on you. So like I said, not practical, but it's something that I like. And it would be a very good gift too if you wanted to give it to someone. Now this, I believe, is just, I don't know what type of metal it is, but this one is gonna come in at $25. And like I said, this is going to be from edcremindercoins.com, and that is $24.99 if you're interested in it. I'm going to save the knives for last because I think those are probably the most exciting things. So let's get into, boom, this. This is going to be, not these, by the way. These are just what I carry, but I'm talking about this organizer right here. This is going to be the Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Pro, I think. Yes, this is the Pocket Pro EDC Organizer. This I use every time I take my gear out. I love this thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really beat up. I get the most use out of this thing, and still it looks great and it feels great. This is going to have a little pocket, which I actually carry the coin in, and then I also carry some quarters. Like I said, I carry quarters. I don't actually always carry this around with me. So I keep the reminder coin and some quarters in here for vending machines and stuff. You've got a notebook slot, a pen slot, which I have other stuff, which these are over $60, so I'm not going to get into this. But it can carry like a full-length pen, a knife, and a flashlight. And I love this thing. I highly recommend it if you love EDC and you carry a lot of things with you. This is great. This is going to be the, I think, urban gray or modern gray or whatever. But the one that I got here online, this is going to be $50 or $49.99. And this is the coyote color one. So, yeah, this is going to be on yellowbirchoutfitters.com. Again, I'm going to try to put links to everything down in the description. But yeah, that one, if you carry EDC, I highly recommend. I love it so much. Last thing before we get into the knives. So, here we've got the Olight i3T EOS. This is actually my first EDC flashlight, and I absolutely love it. So it's got like a mid-power mode and then like a high-power mode. I think the high-power mode is like 120 to 150 lumens or something. I'm not sure. But this is really, really good for what? I think it's $25. No, this is $19.95 right now. This is a solid flashlight. And I highly recommend it. I've used this one for a while. This was like my first real EDC flashlight. And I've used it a lot. As you can see, it's kind of beat up. But I really like this thing. I highly recommend it. And it's got a cool clip where you can kind of put it upside down, or, you know, it's just really cool. I love this thing so much. It's just, this one's near and dear to my heart. Okay, now the last two things, we've got the knives. Which one should we start off with? Let's start off with this one. So this is going to be the Kaiser Begleiter, or Begleiter, I'm not sure. But this was, I want to say, my first real EDC knife. And it's a really great knife. I like it because it looks very classy. So like maybe if you're taking this to work, or if you're like doing something formal, this is a very classy looking knife. It's got VG10 steel, the one that I have. It's got, I think, a coated blade. And I think, I'm not sure what the blade shape is, but it does not have a deep carry clip. So if you like that, then just keep in mind there's no deep carry clip, which I personally don't mind. You've got G10 scales, and yeah, I love this knife. It's really nice. The action is super smooth. I only really oiled it once, and I didn't actually really need to. I just did it because I wanted to. But yeah, super nice knife. Highly recommend it. This was one of my first. And this one comes in at, I think you can find it for different prices, but the one that I've got here is $50. So yeah, this one's gonna be $50 on Amazon. Again, I'll drop a link. But I really like this knife, my first EDC knife. I actually probably should sharpen it soon. But I really like this thing. So, the last thing we've got, and I think this is a pretty popular one. This is going to be the Spyderco Tenacious. So, Spyderco Tenacious. This was my second knife when I started really getting into collecting knives. And this is going to have CR35 MOV steel, 8 CR13 MOV steel. I got that very wrong, I'm sorry. Which I don't think is as good as VG10. So the steel isn't as good as the Kaiser Begleiter, but as long as you get yourself a decent steel, I don't really think it matters that much, because, you know, if it gets dull, just sharpen it, as long as it's not going dull like over and over again. But this knife, so this is subjective, but first off, I think it has a killer design. I think it has one of the coolest budget knife designs ever. And when I say budget, I mean like around $60. This is just an awesome awesome knife. I was gonna say it has the Spidey hole, so you can flick it open with your thumb, or I mean your index finger, your middle finger, maybe my ring finger if I can't do it. But yeah, solid knife. The steel isn't as good as the VG10 steel, but it's got G10 scales. Not a deep carry clip, but the clip is very nice. I love this clip a lot. What else do we got here? I really like the jimping on this knife, and the ergos are really good too, or the ergonomics, my bad. So it's got jimping right here on the pretty much the neck, I guess, of the blade. I don't know what you call that. And then it's also got jimping on the lining, which is actually, I feel like, a really underrated thing that most or more blade makers should do. And it just makes, you know, getting a better grip on the knife better, easier. The shape is super unique. This is more of an aggressive work knife. So, you know, I would use it for a different purpose. Like this would be a more hard use knife, while this would be a more of a classy work knife, even though this one technically has a better steel. I'm just going off of looks right now. But it has a very flat blade. And another thing, it doesn't have a sharpening choil. I don't know if you can see there. So no sharpening choil, that's important to note. But solid, really cool knife. I love this thing a lot. And the Spidey hole is just so fun to flick open, you know? Like, it's just super cool. But yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm a little out of breath because we had a lot of stuff to go over. I just wanted to make sure we got through it. And it looks like around 18 minutes, so cut down, that might be 15, I'm not sure. But anyways, if you're still watching, thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you were able to find something that you like from this. Again, I'll try and link everything in the description. But yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know, because I really do love EDC content. And what I have right now, since, you know, I'm not like a full-time YouTuber, you know, like I just do stuff for fun. These are all things that I bought with my own money. What little, you know, my humble amount of money as a 19-year-old can afford, you know. That is just the stuff that I wanted. And, you know, I feel like that's just important to note, because it's not like, you know, I bought this for the sole purpose of doing a video on it. These are all things that I really wanted myself. And I bought most of these things except for the key clip and this knife. I got this for Christmas last year. Pretty much everything I got from here I paid with for my own money. So not sent out to me, not sponsored or anything like that. So this is all stuff that I really wanted. So I highly recommend pretty much everything here. The only thing that I think is kind of a splurge is this. I don't think it's necessary. It's just really darn cool. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, then I would really appreciate it if you left a like, and if you subscribe, that would be, oh my gosh, amazing. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to see more stuff like this, just let me know, leave a comment below. But yeah, I have been Maraghost, and I'll haunt you tomorrow. Bye-bye.